Damien Smith, and this is the Weekly Wrap-Up. In our top story this week, time travel has been invented. In a remarkable scientific leap, News Corp were able to travel back in time and recover a journalist from 1857, then transport him to the present day. This journalist, Peter Gleason, was then immediately placed in the organization's editorial department, where his column is an Encino Man-style take on the modern world. In his first column, Gleason, in his 19th century mindset, outlined how racism does not actually exist and that all racial problems are actually black people's fault for being black. He then went on to use the term Negroes unironically. As of this program's broadcast, News Corp is somehow still trading. We'll bring you more on this as it develops. In other news, a group of anonymous patriots have defaced a bust of war criminal and former Prime Minister John Howard in Ballarat's Botanical Gardens. Howard, known within the Liberal Party as Rat, is perhaps best known for using falsified intelligence to illegally commit Australia to the Iraq War in 2003, alongside the UK and US, as part of a criminal syndicate known as the Coalition of the Willing. Over 66,000 Iraqi civilians died in this illegal war, making Howard Australia's most prolific serial killer, beating Ivan Milat's 7 murders by an impressive 66,074. Howard's bust was spray-painted with the words homophobe, fascist, and pig. This program has investigated these claims extensively and can find no evidence that John Howard is a barnyard animal. At the same time, a bust of the former member for Warringah, Tony Abbott, was removed. However, this was conducted by civic officials after it was discovered that Abbott had not, in fact, done anything worth commemorating. Still with the Liberal Party, and another day, another instance of racism on social media. This time it's from Smokescreen and man-child named after the place his parents divorced in, Barclay McGain. In separate instances, McGain was seen posing next to an offensive caricature of an Aboriginal person on Snapchat and also insulting the entire continent of Africa on Facebook in a Herculean cross-platform racial assault. McGain resigned from the Liberal Party on Thursday, marking the second time he has resigned from the LNP for racist comments online in the last 6 months, after a video was released on December 3rd in which he vilified Aboriginals for not inventing the wheel. When questioned over the logic of this line of thinking, considering that Australia has no native draft animals, McGain responded with, And in lighter news, we go back to the tin pot dictatorship of America, where corporate mascot Donald Trump suffered an embarrassing malfunction during his speech this week. The animatronic puppet broke down while attempting to mimic the human function of drinking water from a glass. The robot's developers, Cyberdyne Systems, released a statement that Trump's firmware has been patched and the glitch will not happen in the future, but so far have presented no evidence to validate this claim. I guess Judgment Day is a fair ways off yet. And that's the Weekly Wrap-Up.